Say hello to the internet people.
Hey internet people, I'm doing a little project right now. I'm installing a flip table right here on this door. It's gonna hinge up like so, drop down like so, and then there's gonna be a little shelf down here that you can store shit in that tucks away in here in the door. But as you can see, I've got some hinges installed. I've got a platform installed for all the strength. I got to hinge it here. What I'm doing is I'm taking this little 1x stuff. It's not quite 1x, but I'm taking this and I'm doing some trim around this bad boy. So when I got my stove on there, it doesn't slide off because it's real smooth. But what I got to do next is that I got to measure out my pieces to cut. I got to cut my pieces. I got to pre-drill all my holes so I don't split the wood. I got my D-walt set. Yeah, real simple, real easy. After it's all trimmed up, mounted, I have to take one of my little hinges here, one of these little baby hinges, and I have to install a safety prop. So when I pull it up, it gets propped up, and it's on a hinge. So all I got to do is pick it up a little bit, put my prop up, and lay it down. And that's really it.
Is that pre-glued for the table? No, it's just something that happened.
This piece here is I don't know if you've seen my flooring that I have in the van, but this is the same wood for my flooring. It's got a subframe, so I can keep all the pieces solid in its strength.
So what are you doing right now, Joe?
And now I am measuring for my trim pieces. So what I do here, measure it at, looks like about 12 and 3/4. But the way I want to do this, I don't want any reveal on the front. I want reveal on the sides. Or maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I want my reveal on the sides. And so what I'm going to do is I also measure my distance here. I measure my thickness here because there's going to be two pieces going along this way too. And so I want my reveal on the side, so I got to run this piece here. I got to run it long, whatever the distance this is. So this is 3/4, this is 3/4. So I'm going to measure this again. This is 12. It's like 12 and 7/8. So 12 and 7/8 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. So 12 and 7/8 plus 1.5 inches. So we'll go 13 and 7/8 plus another half, which would be 3/8. So 14 and 3/8 is what I need to cut my first piece at. Don't forget that, 14 3/8. I take my pencil here with my measuring tape, measure out 14 and 3/8, mark it. My hand saw. You don't want to use a circle saw on this stuff. I just cut the cord on my circle saw on accident. But this stuff you don't want to use a circle saw on because it's real small and your circle saw won't get a good cut on it because it spins so fast. So I sit here and hand cut it so I get a nice clean cut. That piece, it's got a little extra stuff here, cleans up real nice. It's no big deal. And my next piece, I don't want to run them long, so those are going to be 22, 23.5. So what do I got here? What's this piece? I think it's probably too short. Yep, that one's 21. So I gotta get some more pieces. Like this piece will do. It's a little warped, but we'll fasten it tight. So what was it, 23.5. So I'll measure this out, 23.5, mark it, and cut it. That's my mark. And then one thing you always want to be sure of is don't forget what side you measured on, because you want to cut on the opposite side of the line, which a lot of times when people have, like, they'll measure something out and mark it and they'll have it this way, but they're so used to measuring from this way, they'll cut on this side of the line, and then they're like an eighth short because of your blade cutting on the wrong side of the line. Just one thing to look out for. That's that piece. Now I need one more at 23.5. Pull out another piece. I got my stowaway. Measure mark 23.5. As you can see, I'm measuring from this side again. But like I was explaining earlier, you know, you measure from this side, mark it, and then flip it because you want your short piece on the out. So what a lot of times people will do to not get confused is put an X on the side of the line to cut. Carpentry 101. Crash course.
What kind of nails are you using for the fasteners, Joe?
I'm doing a color match. And so what I've got here, these are composite decking screw fasteners, but they're hidden. And so they got this small little head on them that hides away and tucks in real nice. As you can see here, there's some here. You can see they tuck away and hide real nice, but they match the color of my trim wood.
So you reinforced it?
Yes. Yeah, this is reinforcement just so there's strength across here, strength across
So
here.
did it drill into the actual metal?
Yeah, there's metal behind here. I drilled into the metal.
Okay.
So it's very fastened on there.
All right.
And what I needed to do, because the thickness of that material, I also needed to kick it out a little bit. Otherwise it wouldn't close. It wouldn't have anything, no room to close into.
Okay.
And with this style, you know, I've got hinges. I'm putting my hinges on the outside instead of behind. So so anybody that wants to use it can see that this hinges and this folds up. So what I gotta do now, we gotta go through.
So I'm gonna try to keep over here.
Okay.
So try to keep me in view when you're not doing very much.
I gotta run some trim wood. Make sure it's even, but I want to pre-drill all of it. Absolutely all of it. And then I want, you see here, I want a little bit, I want it overhanging a little bit so my stove can't slide, because it fits perfectly on this piece of wood magically. Somehow, I mean, I made this piece of wood for something else, but it's cool how it turned out to work perfect size for my stove. I need to get set up for my drill.
What did you make it for?
I made it for my stove. That when I had it built into the wall here where I replaced my heater, that was one of my walls coming out.
Cool.
Which I used the other half for the shelf for my inverter.
Right on. You have about 2 minutes of storage time left.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
That works.
So let's give it another 2 minutes, take a break, and then I'll upload this video.
Okay.
And then we'll delete it.
Delete it.
Well, delete it off your phone so we can store more.
Oh yeah. So I want to make sure it's nice and even across, so to hide all my reveal. Make sure it's even across the piece here, and then pre-drill it. So I need a little better angle. You want to come on this side, Johnny?
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it as steady as I can, so being on one side's good.
Got pre-drill 1.
You put it all the way through the wood.